Yo, this is Darren with Howdy Media, and today we're going to be dropping something that could be a game changer for you aspiring creators, aspiring podcasters. Imagine having a full podcast studio where you can create content for YouTube, social media, and even film your podcast in only 24 hours. Sounds crazy, right? Well, that's exactly what we're offering. We all know the struggles of setting up a studio after all the hours you spend researching the equipment, figuring out how to use the software and the tools that you have now. And we know that because we have been there. But what if I told you you could skip that whole part of researching and learning and figuring it out and let us come and set it up for you? That way you can skip to the front of the line and start creating content that next day. So let me give you a breakdown of exactly how this process works. Step one, we're gonna be getting on a Zoom call, discovering your vibe, your style, what you're going for, what your space looks like. We will build a custom tailored setup exactly for the space that you have. Step number two is we're gonna be sending you mock-ups of your space and what it's going to look like. That way you can get it approved beforehand before we even show up. And then step three, which is where we come in and set everything up where you're at in the office, in the space that you have for us. And within 24 hours, you'll have a full podcast setup for any content, whether that's YouTube or social media, Instagram, whatever. You'll also get a 2-hour training on the equipment. That way you know what's going on and we'll always be there to support you. So here's why I think it's a no-brainer. We come in and set everything up in only one day. You learn how to use it. We give you support for the rest of the time that you have that studio. You end up with professional, high-level grade stuff that fits your budget, looks good, sounds good, makes you look like a professional at what you're doing. And it's not just a normal studio, it's your studio, custom tailored to you. Now you may be asking me, Darren, why should I trust you? Well, let me tell you, this studio that we're in right now is called the Howdy Studio. And we turned this 400 square foot loft into a full-fledged studio where we can record all kinds of content, not only for us, but our clients too. We've done all of the research, we know how everything works, and we have solutions to where you can basically turn it on, hit record, and you are creating. All right, if you are ready to get started leveling up your podcast game, your content game, there's gonna be a link in the description below where you can book a meeting directly with me, and we can start talking about all your options and everything moving forward. Remember, the online world, social media doesn't wait for anybody. So it's better to hop in now instead of waiting 6 months because you never know what kind of doors can be opened. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you create.